Hello. Hey. Hello. I'm back. So I went to Busan like 2 months ago and just haven't gotten around to getting the video out, but here it is. So my friend Soki and I really wanted to go to Busan, so we managed to organise a trip for just the two of us. And yeah, this was me getting ready for the long journey. Journey took about 5 or 6 hours to get there. Here's me packing some essentials and planning out my outfits. Yeah. And of course socks. This was my first time going to Busan, and I'd heard a lot of good stuff about the beaches and how much more mellow it is compared to Seoul. So I was quite excited for just a chill time with Soki, and I was excited to see the beach. I love the beach. I decided to just take a backpack with me, and as you can see, had some trouble fitting in all of my clothes, but we made do. It was then time to get onto the train to Busan. Not that train to Busan. The train was around 3 hours. This was the faster train. Give you guys a little tour. Here's the table. Here's the snackies. I actually really liked these little chocolate crackers. These are really tasty. And these Pockies were extra skinny for some reason. But again, delicious. Munch. And here's just more of me eating sweets. I swear I wasn't eating the whole time. Once we got to Busan, we had to get another train to our hotel. It started raining really heavily just as we were getting into the hotel. Luckily, the receptionist gave us some towels. I think he felt bad for us. Thanks, receptionist. It was pretty late at this point, so we just headed to a convenience store and we both just got a ramen to have for dinner. Here's a quick tiny little room tour. Yeah, it was a cute cozy place, but the bathroom door was kind of see-through. Good morning. Rise and shine. Yay! Of course, the first thing we have to do is make the bed, so that's what I did. Because I always make my bed. But the view was honestly so beautiful, and it was so sunny this day. They had a bidet. We love bidets. This is when I got the news that I was going to call my favourite YouTuber for an editing role, and I have a separate video on that. I'll put it in the description. We took the bus to the closest beach. Sun, it just feels, I don't know, it feels different, it feels brighter. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god. This is beautiful. I can't believe this. And guys, it was honestly so beautiful. I'll let you guys take a look for yourself. It was great weather and I love a sunny, sandy beach. Do you see where I'm going with this? Subscribe. Subscribe. We then started heading to the Snoopy cafe that wasn't too far away, and on the way walked through this nice little forest. This is so pretty. I can't get over this. Yeah! Snoopy! Yeah! The decor was really cute, and I couldn't help myself from the merch that they sold there too, so I bought a Snoopy plate. Even the parchment paper and the tissues had Snoopy characters, and I was freaking out because I love themed cafes.
Is this yours? Probably not.
Next we headed to Sea Life, which also was on the beach, and we'd booked the tickets a couple days prior, and we were so excited to see this aquarium. We also managed to catch it in time for the Animal Crossing themed event going on. Then we saw this turtle that was having some trouble.
You got this.
But he made it! Some even more fishies and some sharks too. There was a little bubble that we could go into, so it felt like we were in there. Then I started getting really overstimulated by the fish. Then we saw Patrick Star, and then next we headed to, I think, my favourite part, which had some jellyfish. I was so excited to see the jellyfish.
Oh my gosh, look at them! They are so pretty.
I think they just look so ethereal and magical. Look at them little like bobbling around. Oh, they're just so... I completely forgot what these are called, but I really like how they swim. Saw some even more fishies. Who would have guessed? This Animal Crossing bird was also like dead. Then we saw some clownfish. Hey Nemo. And then finally we came across this little DIY craft store that I think was mainly for kids. So of course I had to go in, and you can make your own little, I guess, terrariums. Little, what are these called? Little, you know, these little things. And we decided to do it as a little good souvenir. This was me making mine. This was honestly pretty fun to do, I can't lie. And then we waited around half an hour until we could pick them up. Next we headed around this little area and decided to get some food, and I got this, what's this called? What is this called? One of their soups, and it was so tasty. It was so tasty. We got some mandu on the side as well. Then we went to an arcade and we found those dance machines, and so he said she'd never done it before, so I was like, of course we have to do that, and we failed miserably. needed to get some drinks down us before we headed to karaoke.
That was good.
Yeah. And we actually really sucked.
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not out of all things.
We ended up getting one great score, and that was us singing Glimpse of Us by Joji. So here was our lineup of songs. Some great ones, if you ask me. Good morning again. Well, just me. Soki was still asleep. We headed to a cafe right by us and collected some bits to eat back at the hotel. This is what I got. I was honestly starving, so I munched down this really quickly. So throughout this holiday, Soki and I were watching the whole Twilight trilogy, and I just find it so funny how I'm munching on my food whilst Bella is literally dying in the background, whilst her baby was like killing her, and I'm just munching on my food. I literally got a dessert for breakfast, but it was so good. Here's just a finished product of what are what are they called? Here they are. Soki also styled my hair for me. Thank you, Soki. Then we started making our way to, is it Skyline? We'd also booked these tickets a few days prior, and we were like, hell yeah. I also, will be honest, I had no idea what we were doing. I got a little confused, so I wasn't too sure what this was. We claimed our tickets and then chose our funky helmets.
I'm pretty tired.
But I'll be honest, the scariest part for both of us was the ride up, because we're both scared of heights.
Really bad.
It started raining, but that wasn't going to stop us.
I've got raincoat.
And I have to show you guys these videos. We genuinely thought we were going so fast. That was clearly not the case, but it felt like I was moving at the speed of light. We had 4 rounds of riding the cart, and it was so fun. After resting in our hotel for a little, we decided to go to the food market and explore a bit more. We came across this ceramics shop and bought some little bits. I bought these chopstick holders.
What's this?
Then of course had to get a sweet treat to end the night. And had our little sweet treats whilst walking along the beach, which was really nice. And alas, it was finally time to say goodbye to Busan and head back. I'd say it was completely worth it. I loved getting to see a bit more of Korea outside of Seoul and just spending time with Soki. That was really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Go to Busan. Just go to Busan. Get the train. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.